Okay, welcome to Skip the Ads. My name is Bradley. With me is my co-host Ben.
Hello.
And my fact checker Emma.
Hello.
We're going to be doing cinema etiquette. Most people think that we just talk about movies, and we usually do. But
We do.
Yeah. But this time around, we're going to talk about people being shit in the movies.
And the annoying fucking things that people do.
Mainly kids.
Especially kids, but especially old people.
Especially old people. You have a vendetta against old people, don't
Oh,
you?
you're gonna need to hear this, Ben.
Okay, Ben, do you want to start us off?
Sure. Well, let's hit the old people off straight off the bat.
Just with the bat?
Well, not physically with a bat. Don't want to hurt the old people. I just want them to know they need to change.
Oh, if they're
what they
going to
do.
continue doing it, I want
Yeah.
them to be hurt.
I'll just use my Harley Quinn bat.
Yeah.
So, the biggest gripe I would have as a moviegoer, I'm quite tall. You two both know I'm quite tall. I have quite long legs. So when I sit down in my seat, I really don't want people walking past me all the time when the movie's on.
Oh my
because
God.
I'm going to have to pull my legs in, stand up, otherwise they're not getting past me. Old people who have to get up and go to the bathroom.
Choose an aisle seat.
Yeah.
Like,
Just,
no, I totally understand that.
It's just a ruining. You're into a really great part of the movie. So it goes, oh, excuse me, can I just get past you? Like, no, you can't get past me.
Just
sit
sit down. Hold your bladder. I don't care.
Hold it until after this scene, all right? We know this is going to be a good scene.
Like, this is what we've been waiting for.
Just,
Like, can you imagine, like, Infinity War? I'm just gonna spoil because I don't care anymore. So I think spoilers are over Infinity War.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the scene of Thanos snapping, and that's when an old person's like, "Oh, can I just get past?"
Yeah.
You're like, no, fuck off.
and you're either going to have the super sweet, nice old lady who's like, excuse me, dear, can I just get past? And you kind of go, yes. Or you can have the cranky old bastard who won't even ask you. He'll just nudge your leg and go,
Or he'll just walk over you and step on your feet. That has happened to me.
oh, that too.
You know what the greatest part is about what Ben just described? He actually nudged me, even nobody can actually see this.
Just to get the point across.
Yeah, of course.
We're as realistic as we can be on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, even though.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're an elderly person and you're listening to this and you're at the movies, go before.
Well,
Go up.
okay. Just not while they're at the movies.
No.
They shouldn't be listening to this while.
Don't
they're
have your
movies.
phone on either, but we'll
We'll get into that. Don't listen to podcasts while you're in the movies. What are you doing? Don't go to the movies. Okay, so old people, we don't like them.
No.
Well, we like them. It's just the things that they
Not
do.
at
The things they do. Yeah, so just in the movies, if you're gonna not be able to hold your bladder, whether you're old, young, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have to continuously get up, don't sit middle of the damn row.
Yeah.
Sit on either end, sit in an aisle, sit somewhere, sit the front row. I don't care. Just don't sit where you're going to nudge people and get them out of the way.
Bring a funnel and a bucket if you have to.
Or a
You're
shiwi
ready
in a
to
bottle.
go. Or a shiwi.
Yeah.
Shiwi in a bottle.
Yeah, that's good. How much sound are they going to make when they're taking the pants off?
Put something soft in the bucket.
Yeah, because you don't want to be like...
You don't want
that... Yeah, that would be awkward. Yeah.
No, just hold your fucking bladder until the end.
Yeah.
Either do that or aisle.
Or yeah.
Aisle is...
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go about it. Do you have any specific gripes you want to talk about?
I think my one pet hate, I am the opposite of Ben. I am incredibly short. It is people that sit in front of me that either have a giant fucking afros or the buns that sit on top of their
Man bun?
head. Man bun,
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
even the
obviously
girls
females can
or
have them.
anything.
What am I talking about? They were
Or
the
that-
ones who invented it.
Or that wear fucking hats in the cinema.
Oh, why are you wearing a hat in
I
the
don't
cinema?
know,
Yeah.
but it's just
A
annoying.
cap is okay
Yeah, a
because
cap's
a cap
fine.
is
If it's
but
to the
not a
side-
hat, not a big hat.
No, I sat behind someone. It was
Like a 10-gallon hat.
like a
Those
wide brimmed
beer
hat. And a guy sitting next to her, and they were both they were tall. Well, everyone's taller than me, so it doesn't really matter. The guy sitting beside her had a big afro, so I couldn't even like see in between them to see the movies.
So what you're saying, if you have big hair, be considerate of other people. Don't
Yeah.
choose the seat that's going to be down low.
Yeah.
Choose the back row.
Yeah.
In the back row, go to the back row.
If you're tall, go to the back row.
Yeah. So
That's all I'm
what
saying.
about like let's say Ben, right? Ben's much taller than you. If he was
He's like
to like
another
choose a
person
seat and he
taller.
just happened to be seated in front of you,
I'd be like, Ben, can I swap, please?
Would you actually? Let's okay.
If I knew the person, then
it's,
yes,
it's fine.
If I knew the person, I was friends with the person, then I think that would be a fair assumption. It's like, Ben, you're taller than me. Would you mind switching seats? You can sit in my seat, which is the seat backwards, so it doesn't so it doesn't really matter.
In saying that, like I'm fairly tall. I'm not as tall as you, Ben, but what I've always had a thing about, if I know somebody's sitting behind me, I'll start to slide down in my seat a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to create some form of like I know that I'm probably going to be in front of them, and I feel bad because everybody should enjoy the movie as much as you can.
You're a conscientious moviegoer.
I am a conscientious moviegoer, and it's also because I don't want anybody talking to me in the middle of the movie. I don't want somebody knocking on my shoulder going, "Hey, can you please go down a little bit?" I'll just go down to begin with. That way, I'm not going to deal with them later on. So. What's your thoughts on that? Like, would you sink down in the chair a little bit, or are you always going to stay upright?
I'm always going to be up.
Yep.
Because if I sink down, there's not a whole lot of leg room for me to sink down into.
That's true. Yeah, 100%.
And depends on if you have a bad back as well. You don't want to sink and hurt your back.
So, are you a backseat person?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're like, I'm too tall for the front. I'm going to sit at the back.
And again, like it's nice at the back because there's no one behind you. You're not going to have kicks on the chair. You're not going to have people pushing against it trying to get past.
Not even.
Speaking of kicking of the chair.
Yeah, let's get down to the kicking of the chair part. Like,
right.
I spent half a fucking movie with this person. I thought it was an adult to begin with. It was just kicking my chair like a teenager or something.
Whoever the person was,
Whoever it was, kicking the back of my chair. I turn around and go, "Can you fucking stop?"
Yep.
And then it turned out to be like a 10-year-old kid. And I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry, but do not kick my chair anymore." And I corrected myself.
No,
and his parents are like,
to tell you honestly, I'm at that stage where if the parents aren't controlling their kid, to the point where you actually have to turn around and tell them, I think that's at that stage where you can swear.
Yep.
Go for it. I don't care. That's fair.
Like, I lost like half the movie. I'm like, and then that's when my patience just kind of fell over the cliff.
Yep.
You're just like, no more.
No more.
No more.
I was so angry.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like we're going to be talking about cinema here, and we're trying to get to that point where we want everybody to enjoy a movie just as much as we do. Well, we want everybody in the cinema to enjoy a film. So I think we just need to everybody kind of find that overall thing. Like, don't go past people, don't kick their back of the chair, that sort of thing. One of my biggest gripes, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but if you get a seat assigned to you or you choose a fucking seat,
you sit in it.
You sit in that seat.
Yep.
Do not sit in anybody else's seat. Hell, I've had friends that I've discussed this with before, and they've gone, "Oh, by the trailer's time, that's when you can choose another seat if you want." No, fucking stay in your seat until the movie fucking starts.
If the movie starts and no one is sat in that seat, then yes, you can change seat. But until then, sit in your assigned bloody seats.
That's the whole reason why we have that system.
Yeah. Like there are some cinemas out there, and I can name a few that have no assigned seating. If that's the case, it's
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. If there's no assigned seating, fine. Sit wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But if there's assigned seating...
If you get given a row and a fucking number...
Sit in it.
Sit in it. I don't care if there's people sitting next to you. You got that seat. I go out of my way to choose the perfect seat for me in a cinema. I'm very much... I don't like people. You guys know that?
Really?
Including you two.
I don't like... unless I know the person, I don't like sitting next to people. So I'll always choose a seat that's away from somebody. Now, if I come into the cinema and somebody's sitting in my seat, I'm not going to sit down next to them. No. I'm going to have to go out of my way to find now a seat that's nowhere near anybody, usually in a back corner.
Right in the back, stuck, dingy.
Yeah, where I'm not going to be able to see anything because I'm on the side of the screen. So that's my gripe. I will always tell people... You shouldn't see. I can't deal with conflict. I'm that sort of human.
I know every time I tell you to tell them just to like move, you're like, nope.
I just can't. I can't tell people to move. Like I remember, I was seeing I, Tonya, at the cinema. I get into the cinema. I already can see where my seat is. The whole cinema is pretty much empty, and I see two old bats sitting directly in where my seat is.
Again with the old ladies.
Oh my God, they just don't sit where they're meant to.
Maybe she got confused.
Yeah, and we're confused. Out of the entire cinema, she just happened to sit in my seat. Come on. It was because
Sorry, Sonny Jim.
I'm going to tell you.
I didn't make it up the
It's
stairs
100%
anymore.
because it was the best seat in the damn house. And she's like, I want this seat. Oh, they didn't give me this seat. It's because these people that go into the cinema without... If you go into the cinema and you just go, oh, we'll choose whatever seat to the person that's giving you the ticket, well, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else is going in the app, choosing a specific seat, going, this is the one I want to sit in. Don't sit in other people's seat.
Nah.
You know what I mean? At the I, Tonya thing, I then had to sit side of the screen because where I wanted to sit was taken. You know what I mean? And so I didn't get the best experience of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that kind of irks me to no end.
For sure.
Any more gripes you guys have?
And the people that will sit in your seat, and then you come across and go, look, mate, K11, this is my seat. And they'll go, oh, yeah, but and they make it on you that you're causing the problem getting them to move.
You should have just not sat in that seat to begin with.
No, you get up and move. I don't care if it's... This is the seat, all right? Don't make me go and get the 15-year-old attendant, because I will.
15-year-old, sometimes I feel like they're 13. There was one who was half my height once, and I'm like, can you actually do anything?
So my height?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You'll come marching back in with this tiny little kid, and we're like, all right, mate, you tell him what's up. Like, excuse me, sir, you're going to have to move now.
The guy's angry at you now that you've brought in that person. You're just like, you can't be angry at me.
Just move.
I'm just following the rules.
And it gets your movie experience off to an awkward start, and it's very hard to come back from that.
Yeah, how do you enjoy a film after you've just dealt with that shit?
Yeah.
The one thing that makes me, it's people, it's okay, if you talk during a movie and you whisper, I can deal with it. But if you just sit there and talk normally, but at a higher fucking volume,
it's
really
bring in the old
fucking
people
annoying.
again. Okay, so old people, you stop going to see movies, please.
Just stop.
Just stop.
Age limit to movies has to be 60.
Yeah, 100%.
About that?
Because I've gone to a few movies now. Yeah, I've gone to a few movies now where it's I feel like these old people haven't seen their friend in such a long time, and they're now using the movie as catch-up time. It's no, you're not going to have a full meeting right now. Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've
Just no.
I as I said, I don't like conflict, but I do have that. I have a look I give people.
You have resting bitch face.
Yeah, I will turn around, look at them, and just kind of give them that angry face. What are you doing?
Stop.
That irks me to no end when it comes to talking. Just don't do that.
Agreed. All right, so a great example of a cinema combating this. So went to a local cinema 2 days ago.
Yep.
So not a big franchise one, just a local one in a rural area. And before the movie comes on, they have an ad that comes up and it says, welcome to whatever this theater is called. If patrons are being rude and talking, please come and get us. We will remove those people with no refund.
Yeah.
If something bad is happening, come and get us. We will take care of it. I thought, yes, this is what all the movies need to do.
Because then you have this thing at the very beginning, which everybody knows, and they all know the rules, and they're just if you talk, somebody can talk
Someone will fuck up your day by getting you removed from the movie.
There's going to be a consequence to what you're doing. You can't get away with it.
There's actually a cinema in America, which I know about, called the Alamo Drafthouse. Now, this cinema, you can buy food and a meal and all this to eat while you're watching the movies, right? They also have a card so that where you put down what you want to eat, so you don't talk.
Yep.
You write down what you want to eat. A person will come past, get all your cards, and that's it. No talking. Now, if somebody is talking, you can actually write down on that card who it is, where they are, and the person will collect it. Go away and then come back and remove that person.
Wow.
Now, you don't even have to go out of your seat in that cinema to complain on somebody. You can just be like, no, shut up. And then if they don't, okay.
Yeah.
You can evil eye them if you want as you're handing that thing to the person. Just this is against you.
You know what's coming your way.
You done fucked up.
Whereas like me, I would be so self-conscious about it. Like, what if they don't get evicted? What if the person just talks to them and they just shut up and they look at you and they're like, I know it was you. I would be like, I'm not even hungry. I'll order a hot dog so it just looks like I'm ordering something.
You just start fake eating it. This is good.
This is delicious.
Oh, no, I'm talking.
This is wonderful.
So I definitely believe that like people should follow that rule of not talking a lot more. So far we've covered not talking.
Yep.
Don't go past people, hold your damn ladder. Tall people sit in the back.
Yep.
Sit in your right seat.
Yep.
Now, this is one that you guys might not agree with me, but it's something that irks me when it comes to cinemas, and it specifically is, hey, open all your confectionery bags, your popcorn and all that before the movie starts.
You always open it before. You don't open it during, because like they always pick like the quietest, like most serious movie. Like,
you can't open those things quietly.
No.
I've tried.
It's not possible. No, but it's the worst. It's worse. Like when they've snuck the food into the cinema. So it's not even cinema food. It's like they've snuck the food into the cinema in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
So they come into the cinema with this plastic bag just full of like confectionery and all that sort of stuff. And then they're like, oh, I'll just open that later. But then like middle of the movie, they've got this plastic shopping bag and they're like, oh, that's the one I want. Well, don't talk. Don't shout out, yes, I've got the bag.
huzzah!
Like, don't even have the plastic bag. Don't have bags. Like, if I had opened a cinema, I would almost just be like, okay, if anybody's got lollies, I'll give you a cardboard box. Pour your lollies into that, then you can eat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, don't ever have plastic, please.
Yep.
No.
Like,
I fucked up once and didn't open my packet of twisties before the movie. Anyone that's listening to this knows me, like, really well.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to twisties. I fucked up. I did not eat that packet of twisties because I couldn't bring myself to open them during the movie. They just sat there.
Like, there's been so many movies of it. Can you imagine the super... Can you imagine, like, Schindler's List, right? Schindler's List, one of the most, like, depressing films of all time. We won't get into the actual subject matter right now. But, like, you're in the middle of the cinema. It's, like, one of the most depressing moments. Like, Liam Neeson's doing whatever. And then all you hear is...
Yeah.
You just be like, what? What?
Yeah.
Why?
Why are you doing this?
It just takes you out of the moment so
Or someone
so
shakes
much.
the popcorn box to get all the kernels to the bottom.
Yeah, it's like, just don't do that.
Just don't.
Don't do that.
Just eat around them.
Yeah, just eat the kernels. I don't care. Don't make noise.
Or wait until a noisy scene. There's going to be something loud happening.
Okay.
Then open it.
Okay, so let's talk about movies that have quietness. So, A Quiet Place. And you haven't seen this movie because it's horror.
It's horror. No.
But the entire film is pretty much silent. Now, I know for a fact that in that movie, I did not make a sound.
Yeah.
I literally was just sat there and quietly, and I knew that there was going to be moments where it was going to be loud, so I was just like, I'll wait until then. And you could tell that everybody was doing exactly the same.
It was good.
That's good.
Because everybody was sitting there, and they're like, oh my God, if I do anything right now, I'm going to get in trouble.
They're going to hear me.
And then like fireworks would go off, and you just get everybody adjusting in their seats, like creaking the seats, like, okay, we're good. Oh, it's up. Okay, we're good.
That was, probably the only movie where, well, the title, it tells you what you should be doing.
It's like, just shut the fuck up. It's A Quiet Place.
It's going to be not a lot of sound in this music. So just shh.
Yeah, just can you I think that's what needs to be on the very beginning of every movie at the cinema. Just somebody just comes up in the, like, imagine Neil Patrick Harris, right? There's a video of him that just is him walking in a frame. He looks at the camera and just goes,
Or even Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
And then just walks back out of shot, and that's it. That's the beginning of the movie. Everybody goes, okay, I know what that means. Shut up. Don't make noise. That's all you just need to do. Okay, so we've covered shutting up, not making noise. We've talked about all that sort of stuff. Is there any other gripes you guys can think of that people should be aware of in the movies?
It's just, everyone knows the etiquette of going to the movies. Like, you don't need to be taught, okay, you should be quiet.
I feel like some people need to be taught the etiquette, let's be honest.
Just common sense stuff.
Yeah, there's so much common sense about cinemas and like just don't do things that would annoy you.
Yes,
Pretty
exactly.
much. I think that's the way.
Yeah.
And that's the issue that we face, I think. That no matter how much we get annoyed by things, there are things that we probably do that annoy others.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I move a lot.
But here's the issue. If we're told that, we'll stop.
Yeah. So if there's
There'll be-
something that annoys you, just like once we post this, leave a comment underneath it and then
Yeah, just let us know. We'll probably stop doing that if we do it.
yeah.
But I feel like we at least have a little bit of common sense to
Yes.
because here at Skip the Ads, we enjoy movies. We go to movies a lot. Like we wouldn't be making this podcast if we didn't.
I've never seen a film in my life, Bradley.
Wow.
I've just been
Wow,
making it up
you-
this whole time. I've just been right.
Oh no.
I think Bradley's the only one that watches movies.
Oh my god, this podcast is a lie. No.
Ah, run away.
Wait. When we saw Rampage together, were you asleep?
He had those like eyeglasses on that make
Damn
him
it,
look
I
away.
knew it.
Yeah.
I thought I heard snoring.
Remember that part when I was drooling and you just thought I was really enjoying it? I was asleep.
Damn it. That might have been happening with everybody. Does anybody watch movies?
Anyway,
Okay, so we pretty much covered everything that we wanted to discuss when it comes to cinema etiquette and that sort of thing. Underneath this, in the comments or whatever where I upload this to normally, I can't think of anything right now. You know, it's too late. I'll write down our etiquette laws.
Yep.
Rules, not... What would you call them?
Etiquette.
Guidelines?
yeah, guidelines. They're
Just
not really
things-
rules. They're just like guidelines to help
kind of
people be
things
better
to-
people.
Yeah, things to take into account if you go to a cinema. Just I'll write them down below. We'll like make it a little bit easier to understand than us just ranting about all the times that we've had people annoy us.
Yep.
And yeah, well, like if as Emma said, if anybody has anything that they want to discuss about stuff down below, they can. Yeah,
I feel like you need to rephrase that a little bit. If anyone has anything to discuss down below,
yeah. If they want to, can
if they
send
want
in.
to, yeah.
Yeah, it's YouTube might flag it, but whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's the end of Cinema Etiquette. This was Skip the Ads. My name is Bradley.
I'm Ben.
I'm Emma.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Gotcha.